From all of us here at Keen Investigation, we hope you're having a great day. Friends and family describe Tina Valiante as a happy, outgoing teenager, passionate about life. She had just graduated high school with 5 college scholarships for volleyball. Yet her death was quickly ruled a suicide when it is said that she walked in front of an oncoming train traveling 80 miles an hour. The mystery begins on the night of July 12, 2015. That night, Tiffany had been at her cousin's graduation party, who lived across the street from her in Mays Landing, New Jersey. She left the party around 9:30 that night, but was expected to return. She was last seen standing in the driveway to her home arguing with her mom. Her mother had gone into the house to get Tiffany's father, and when they returned a few minutes later, she was gone. Both Tiffany's parents assumed that she had gone back to the party. When she did not return later that night, they contacted friends and found out that no one had seen her return to the party. Friends and family began to look around the neighborhood for her. One of the family members found Tina's cell phone on the edge of the front yard of their home. After finding this, her family became more concerned. They said she always had it with her. Tiffany had bought a waterproof case for her phone so she never had to be without it. Around 11:30, a family member noticed flashing lights near his own home a few miles away. He drove over to where they were and was informed that a young woman was hit by a train. The family member drove back to tell the parents what had happened, and they rushed to the scene to verify that it was their daughter. It was indeed her. 48 hours later, the medical examiner ruled the death a suicide, saying Tiffany intentionally stayed in the train's path as the engineers sounded the horn and pulled the brakes. Over the next few days, her parents argued with the authorities about their ruling. At the time of her death, she was not wearing the shorts that she had on while at the party. The autopsy showed that she did not have any drugs or alcohol in her system at the time of her death. Tiffany's mother started religiously walking the path that her daughter would have been walking that night from her cousin's house. She ended up finding Tiffany's shoes and headband off to the side of the road in the bushes. They were sitting there like her daughter had kicked them off her feet right next to each other. A couple of days later, the New Jersey authorities, feeling under scrutiny, brought a tracking dog to the scene to see if they could retrace the steps that she had taken that night. This map on the screen now is the map that the authorities released to show where they were able to retrace her path that night using the tracking dog. But around 4 days had passed, and that area got over 4 inches of rain in those 4 days. It shows she walked over 4 miles across city streets in rough terrain. On this map they used, it doesn't look that far. But if you look here as shown on Google Maps, it's a hard 4 miles that she walked barefoot. The lack of evidence continues to bother Tiffany's parents to this day. A lot of questions still remain unanswered. Where was she during the hour or two before she was struck by the train? Why did she discard her shoes? If she walked there barefoot, why were her feet clean and unmarked in the autopsy photos? What happened to her shorts? They were not found with her shoes. Why would she take them off? Here is the only known photo of Tiffany on the night of her death. It was taken by a deer camera in the neighbor's front yard. It is said to be taken after the argument with her mom. Since Tiffany's death, her parents have filed 2 lawsuits with the New Jersey authorities to have her death changed and the case reopened. They are not seeking any monetary gain, they just want to know what happened to their daughter that night. Thank you for watching. Keen Investigations will be doing a live case analysis stream this Halloween night. Come and join us in the links listed below.